Amables amigos, welcome back to another episode of the Club Lucha Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Foos, alongside with your two other Floke
Hello.
and Soups.
Yellow.
On today's episode, which we are very excited to bring you, we will be talking about the most important show in the month of March and April in professional wrestling. And that is CMLL's Homenaje a Dos Leyendas. Coming up this very week, Friday, March 29th. The show is packed with a preview of all the matches that will be taking place, a bit of an in-depth look at what Homenaje a Dos Leyendas is, and just really our thoughts, our opinions, our predictions for what could happen at this show. Additionally, we will be covering other aspects of Lucha Libre after our Homenaje a Dos Leyendas coverage in this episode, meaning, yes, we saw the TripleMania announcements, and yes, we will be talking about them briefly.
Yeah.
Before we start, we would like for you to go on your phone or your laptop, wherever you may be listening from, and go to cmll.com/lucha del mes / the link will also be in the description of this podcast, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Spotify. I don't know if I can put it on Spotify, but I'll try. So you can vote for the best match of the month of February. Yeah. And there's three options, but you don't need to know all of them. You just need to know one, and that is Xelhua against Forneo. Go and vote for that as the best match of the month because we love Xelhua. We thought it was a great match, and we would love to see him with this accolade having the best month of February.
Yeah, we'd love to see him winning this match of the month. Not only that, but whichever match wins match of the month will most likely appear next year in one of the Viernes Espectacular VIPs that CML has at the beginning of February. I mean, the beginning of January. It might be 2 or 3 weeks, but we want to see Xelhua and Forneo have a rematch next year.
Absolutely. We think they're young, super talented, and absolutely deserve it. And what better place to see them go at it again than one of the VIP shows next January. So it is a bit of a time commitment. We do have to wait 9 months, basically 10 months.
It's an investment.
But buy your Xelhua stocks now. He is very much going to be a big part of the future of Lucha Libre and CMLL. So get in on that while you can. Let's talk about Homenaje a Dos Leyendas. Let's introduce the concept of the show and what it really is. This is, most people would agree, because I don't think there is another show quite like this size besides El Aniversario. This is the second biggest show of the year for CMLL, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time when this show is featured, or when I say this show is featured, this show's been going on since 1996. Which is not as many years as El Aniversario, the yearly, anniversary of CMLL. But 1996 is today. What? That's 28 years.
Yes, I believe so.
So this will be the 28th Homenaje a Dos Leyendas. The show originally started as a way to recognize and celebrate. Is that a fair?
Yeah. Like recognize, honor.
Sort of like pay tribute to as well. The creator, the founder of CMLL, the founder of Lucha Libre in Mexico, Salvador Luteroth. He was the visionary behind EMLL before it was CMLL, La Empresa Mexicana de Lucha Libre, and he put in a ton of work. He won the lottery a couple of times, and they were able to build some of the arenas that they have today. Really world-class, I would say world-class Lucha Libre arenas. And ever since then, they've been celebrating near the end of March. I think every single year. It's around the same time every year. Second to third week of March. And from 96 to 98, the first 3 years of Homenaje de Leyendas, it was just Salvador Luteroth that they were celebrating and honoring. But who is the biggest luchador in Mexican history?
El Santo.
El Santo, bro. We have to celebrate El Santo. So CMLL decides, let's take on El Santo. We're celebrating Salvador Luteroth and El Santo. And we're going to celebrate them for 7 years straight. From 1999 to 2006, Homenaje de Leyendas celebrated Salvador Luteroth and El Santo. And then in 2007, we started getting new legends being celebrated. We're not going to name all of them because, I mean, there's quite a few. And some of the more interesting than ones, though, any that stand out to you as guys that you like truly see as like legendary guys who really deserve this
Yes.
honor of having a show named after them.
Yes, I want to point out, I feel like the run from 2007 to 2009, where 2007 we had Huracan Ramirez, which legendary luchador. Following that, in 2008 we had Black Shadow. Black Shadow and El Santo had a famous apuestas match that people still talk about, and everybody has their own stories of how the match went supposedly. And in 2009, Cavernario Galindo, another just incredible wrestler, and just iconic.
Beasts, bro, real beasts. We had, I mean, as well, if we even go further into the years as well, Ray Mendoza, father of La Dinastía Imperial, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the father of the Villanos. Angel Blanco teamed with Dr. Wagner, La Ola Blanca, Bobby
Yep.
Bonales, Rayo de Jalisco, Cien Caras. I mean, who's who, really? Villano Tercero, Liz Mark, Mil Máscaras, Blue Demon, Sangre Chicana. Bro, everybody, And there's still, the thing is, too, there's still a ton of names that they haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
And this year, they're celebrating a guy who I was talking with Soups and Folk earlier about this, probably had one of the hardest nicknames in the history of Lucha Libre, El Chacal de Tatilco, Tony Salazar. Where does he stand in CMLL to you? What sort of an impact do you feel that he has had for the organization?
He is such a crucial part of CML, and the way that he sort of, if I'm not mistaken, he had to sort of retire early, or he was injured and he had to sort of stop his career a little bit early. But currently in CML, he's one of the head, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of the head trainers at the actual the wrestling school that CML teaches. And you have to he's one of the main coaches alongside Volador Jr. and if you want to be accepted into CML, you usually have to get the approval of Tony Salazar. So I mean, that's how important and crucial he is to modern day CML. Not only that, but just how long he's been with them and how long he's been supporting the promotion as a whole.
Absolutely. He is a father as well of two important guys in CMLL. One, many of you who follow AEW have seen him on your screens at where was he? The big pay-per-view, the Sting one.
Yeah, Revolution,
the mysterious Magnus.
Yeah.
He's the father of Magnus, and he's also the father of somebody who I think takes some of the best photos in professional wrestling, Alexis Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
Alexis gets some incredible shots, during, after matches, before matches. You can see him on the shows, around the ring. You'll see him sometimes taking photos and
looking fresh.
He can look. I'm gonna say this too. He can go too. We saw him. He was in the
bodybuilding.
Yeah, the bodybuilding stream, and he was doing the lucha demonstration.
Yeah.
No ropes, no ropes on the ring, just doing pure mat work. And he was doing the drills, and he was hitting them very well. So
yeah,
don't mess with Alexis. But this Homenaje de Leyendas is honoring Tony Salazar, his contributions. He is the uncle of El Rey de Plata y Oro, Místico.
There it is.
He is a very, very important figure in CMLL and very loyal as well. I mean, I think he's always been with CMLL, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
So very deserving person to get this honor. Yeah. And, just looking at the show as well, boy, is it an honor because this is a great show.
Yeah.
This is a great show.
Stacked from top to bottom.
Absolutely. And most of the time at Homenaje dos Leyendas, we do get some very good matchups. We will get, a lot of the time, we will get apuestas featured on these cards. Sometimes in the main event. This year, no apuestas for the main event, but we do get an apuestas anyway. There have been a ton of just classic, in my opinion, just classic matches at Homenaje a dos Leyendas in the past.
Yeah.
And I just want to take a moment to kind of, we don't have to go through all of them. We don't have to go through most of them.
Yeah.
But is there a few that have stood out to you that you really, like even today, well, I guess some of them we would be way too young to watch live, but you can go back and watch them. And they're still fresh in the minds. I feel like of a lot of people, you can say, hey, remember this match? And people can tell you, yeah, that was a banger.
Yeah. I think we got to get the most obvious one out of the way. 2000, Atlantis versus Villano Tercero.
Absolutely. That one actually, too, that was when Homenaje dos Leyendas, they gave it another name, right? It was Juicio Final for that year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The Final Judgment.
Yep.
Ali.
And I mean, that match, it's still talked about to this day, and a lot of people still regard it as the best apuestas match of all time. So it just goes to show how good of a match it is.
I think that match in one of the first episodes of this podcast, when it was just me alone, which was, I will say, a much harder time. I think I talked about it. I don't remember which one it was, but I mean, I feel like I could talk about it. Like I probably do another episode on it and still like talk about things that I didn't talk about that time. That's how I feel like good that match was.
Yeah, the structure of that match is just it's so incredible.
The fact too that it really was like one guy who carried an organization like, well, I want to say carried, but it was such a huge part of an organization like UWA, which was for a while like the competitor for CMLL. Then they started working together, so I guess maybe not as fierce competitors after that. But
yeah,
I mean, Villano Tercero was like that guy at UWA. He was the top Villano too. I mean, he's widely regarded by a lot of people as like the best Villano brother.
Yeah,
the amount of people that he unmasked and shaved.
A lot of people.
He was him, bro. Like, if there's a good way to like, I don't know, like if there's a good comparison to him in the modern day, like somebody who just was the guy. Like, imagine if like, I don't know. Imagine if like, because I'm saying this like clearly like hypothetical, like TNA and WWE, right? Imagine if like TNA just kind of died, maybe. Like, I don't know, with AJ Styles as the top guy or something, and then he came over and he did like a hair versus hair with like John Cena, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm like, I don't know if Atlantis is the same. I wouldn't put Atlantis at that time on the same level as John Cena, but similar concepts, I guess. Maybe not the top guy.
Yeah, but something along those lines.
We're stretching a lot of importance here for a few guys trying to make this comparison because it is kind of a hard.
Yeah, but we're trying to sort of like simplify or like make it make more sense.
Yeah. Atlantis had taken a few masks by that point as well, but that one
he had taken
easily the biggest of his career. Even now, I would say maybe still the biggest one.
Yeah, I would say it's either between that. I would say it's between Villano Tercero or Último Guerrero, to be honest.
Yeah. I would rate, historically, I think maybe Villano Tercero is a little above El Luchador de Otro Nivel. But
yeah. Yeah,
spending
maybe it's a little bit.
Yeah, we're spending a lot of time on this one, but it's because it's that good. It's just that good.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
But Homenaje de Leyendas has featured a ton of other matches as well. We were mentioning earlier, there was like a run between 2004 and 2008. 5 shows, 4 of them featured El Hijo del Perro Aguayo.
Yep.
He was on something
Crazy
different.
run. Yeah.
He was on something crazy different. And again, 4 of them, but on the opposite side, the losers of 4 of them were one of los hermanos Dinamita, or 2 for 2 of them, right? 2004, Hijo del Perro Guayo and El Terrible, they shave Cien Caras and Máscara Año 2000. The next year, Perro Guayo and Hijo del Perro Guayo shave Cien Caras and Máscara Año 2000 again. The year after that, Hijo del Perro Guayo decides he wants all 3 of their hair, so he shaves Universo 2000, the third Dinamita brother. The year after that, I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've seen the 2007 with Marco Corleone and Universo 2000, but Universo 2000 got shaved again.
Yep.
And Marco Corleone, for those not aware, that is Mark Jindrak from WCW and WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And Soups and I were actually talking about him last night or a couple nights ago, maybe?
Yeah, what a hooper.
Bro, I was watching the CMLL versus TNA. He was the best guy on the TNA team, I think.
Easily.
Best drop kick of all time. Not even a hyperbole.
I don't know what sort of leg workouts he does, because he was getting, every time he'd jump, I'd be like, that guy, this white boy is crazy, you know?
They don't make him like that anymore.
They
they outlawed it.
They don't. I think I saw maybe last year or 2022, he did some matches in Monterrey.
Yeah. I think he might have. I think he's done some recently, hasn't he?
I feel like he has, but not for
CMLL. They should bring him back.
They should, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
He was there for a long time, I'm sure.
Just replace Flip Gordon with
God,
Corleone.
Yeah. I'll take him.
Absolutely, I'll take that. And then 2008, very, very special one for me. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Hijo del Perro Guayo and Hector Garza.
Same here. Another one of my all-time favorites as well.
That match is just so good.
Yes.
Also, when Hijo del Perro Guayo's reign of terror ends in 2008, and I say reign of terror just because he was terrorizing his opponents, not because the matches were bad. They were all great matches.
Yeah.
Because he was a great wrestler, unlike another famous reign of terror in another company. But 2009, Último Guerrero, Villano Cuarto, Villano Quinto.
Villano Quinto.
The CMLL website has the wrong Villano as the loser here. Wait a minute.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to fix that. But yeah, Último Guerrero and Villano Quinto had an apuestas match, and this would be the second to last Villano mask to fall before many years later we would see Villano Cuarto lose his mask to Pentagon Jr.
Another great match.
Yeah.
All their masks, all their unmaskings were good, especially their post match.
Their speeches, oh my god!
Yeah, the speeches.
Speeches will make you cry.
Yeah.
I feel like even if you're not a wrestling man, you see somebody with that much passion and that much conviction about something give an emotional speech like that.
Yeah. You don't even have to speak the same language. You just understand it.
Yeah, it's like he's saying
universal.
Yeah.
They're speaking the language of Lucha Libre, brother. Anything inside that ring.
Oh, yeah.
But we get some great ones as well. El Felino, he would lose his mask at Homenaje de Leyendas. 4-way match with Místico, Volador Jr., La Sombra. Good match as well.
Yep.
Negro Casas, Blue Panther. They both lost that one, right? They went to a draw?
I think that's the I'm pretty sure that's the one that went to a draw and they both got shaved.
That's so awesome.
So, We had one with Okamura and Desperado before he was Desperado.
Yeah.
Against Stuka Jr. and Rey Cometa. Volador Jr. Negro Casas from 2016. That one was good.
That
and
one
then
that one was good.
Last year's was good too.
Yeah.
Rocky Romero and Volador Jr.
Yeah, they were doing the 4-way again. It was Volador versus Ángel de Oro versus Rocky Romero versus Oráculo.
And that final with Volador and Rocky. Much like every other match they had last year. Great.
Banged. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, again, if you haven't watched any of the Volador and Rocky Romero matches from CMLL last year, do yourself a big favor.
Go do that.
Them.
Yeah, they're all so good.
Awesome matches. But yeah, in the past, we've gotten some awesome matchups from Homenaje, those Leyendas, and no different this year. Right?
Yeah.
And I think now would be a good time to just go ahead and jump into talking about this year's matches, unless we have anything else we want to cover.
I don't believe so.
All right, well, let's just jump straight in. Soups, what can you tell us about this year's first match? What do we have? Who's up?
All right, we have the CMLL National Tag Team titles on the line. Los Depredadores, Rugido, and Magnus defending against Flokes Goat, Brillante Jr., and Neon.
Oh, alleged goat.
Yeah, I think we'll get into predictions in a little bit, but this really seems like Rugido and the mysterious Magnus's match to lose here. But Brillante has he surprised us about a month ago, so maybe he'll put on a good performance here.
Yeah.
I understand a lot of the criticisms against Brillante Jr. being very inconsistent. But if he can lock in for this Friday,
this match, yes,
they can put on
when
something special.
He's on, yeah.
Like it might steal the show if if Brillante Jr. can get his stuff together. Don't get too nervous, get all his stuff in well, not somewhat horribly executed. It could steal the show, and that's the opener alone. So
there's one spot Brillante Jr. has to hit perfectly, and for me it'll be a success. And it's that tope tornillo.
God damn.
He needs to hit that perfectly.
And I'm thinking he has to hit it on Rugido.
Is there any specific reason for that?
No specific reason. I just think he has to hit it on Rugido. I'll tell you this. It would be insane if he went for that tope tornillo, Rugido caught him in midair and German suplexed him.
How
that would be insane.
I think I would stop watching wrestling altogether after that. Like it would have peaked there. I don't know how you catch him on that.
Look, it's not likely.
It's not likely.
It's not likely this will happen, but that's gonna be my craziest prediction of the show. If that happens, this is gonna be show of the decade.
I need to know how the physics behind that working.
Yeah, that guy's going like 9 miles per hour.
Most of the time, he just like destroys them too with that full force barrels right into him. If anybody could do it, bro.
Barrels right into the opponent, and then usually sometimes hits the barricade, and sometimes even goes into the fucking crowd.
Yeah. It's like there's like a 0.0000001% chance someone could catch out of that. I think maybe
I don't think it's Rugido.
Maybe like I don't know who could do it. Honestly, maybe Gran Guerrero, maybe Euphoria, but
non-oiled up Gran Guerrero might have a shot.
Yeah.
Oiled up Gran Guerrero, Brillante Jr. would just slip right out.
Into the fourth row.
Yeah,
into the fourth row.
Oh my god! But no, that match, I think it could, because what I'm thinking is we're definitely gonna get the spot where Neon does the ramp dive.
Of course, yes.
And I think that's gonna be at the same time that Brillante Jr. hits his.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
It's his tornillo tope or whatever. like whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. I don't think I've heard a name for it, but it's like a tope, but with like a corkscrew. So
yeah, I think it's like a corkscrew tope, or like I would say maybe like a tope con tornillo, something like that.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks fantastic. Has a lot of impact to it. That's why it's so good. But
so the one he hit on Crixus was fucking insane.
Yeah,
yeah, that was crazy.
Cooked him like that time. He made Crixus catch him too.
Yeah. Because we know how Crixus is.
Yeah, he was not going to chance that. But predictions for this one? You think? Well, actually, we can save that. We're going to play a little game later, so we're going to save our predictions for later.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that'll definitely be a good match. A great way to start the show as well.
Yeah. Great opener.
Moving from that one, look, second match. What do we have?
Second match, we have the Mexican National Light Heavyweight Championship Esfinge defending against El Rey del Mundo, Sandokan Jr. And this match should be interesting.
I agree. Last Friday, this like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We actually had a match that kind of tied into this on the Friday card for CMLL. It was La
Fuerza Tapatía versus La Escuadra. So La Fuerza Tapatía, if you don't know, it's Star Black, Fugaz, and Esfinge. And they were going up against La Escuadra, which is Sandokan Jr., Villano Tercero Jr., and El Hijo del Villano Tercero.
That was probably my favorite match of last Friday.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like if we're not including the tournament, the tournament part, then I would say that was my favorite match of the show.
It was awesome. I love seeing Star Black. He's like the Rayo de Jalisco regen, bro.
Yeah. I love how much it pisses off Rayo de Jalisco Jr. whenever you mention Star Black.
Does it really?
Yes, he actually gets annoyed of Star Black's like sort of like gimmick.
That's really funny. Because he has like Rayo de Jalisco Jr. has like a son who's Rayman.
Yeah, and pretty
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, but it's very funny to see that.
Is Star Black related to Rayo de Jalisco in any way?
I don't think. If he's annoyed of his, if Rayo de Jalisco is annoyed of Star Black's character, then I definitely don't think they're related.
Oh my god, that's so beast. Yeah, Star Black just moved up on my favorites list, bro. Guy who just ripped off Rayo de Jalisco, bro. He gets his moves. He kind of looks like him. He's a beast. But no, I think that match was really good. And we actually got a little bit of like build teaser. A little teaser for this. There in the post match. If anybody wants to,
So basically, the way the match ended was Sandokan ended up hitting like a God style pile driver on Esfinge. And, probably most people that don't watch Lucha Libre, they'll be like, wait, isn't that move banned in Mexico? And it's not anymore. So I mentioned your question right there. The pile drivers are banned. No, they're not. Soberano Jr. quite literally uses one of them as his finisher, so you can calm down.
It's an awesome one, too. It's like the one that Ray Phoenix uses.
Yeah. And so it was like... It was a really cool finish, in my opinion. I know it's like overused sometimes because I know that a lot of people use pile driver in CML, but I think it works, especially depending on like if the crowd was full of foreigners or like it had a lot of foreigners. So they might have been in shock, like, holy, he just hit the goddamn pile driver on this Sphinx looking wrestler. Is he gonna be okay? And then, the match ends and everything like that. And then they give Sandokan Jr. the mic. And Sandokan Jr. has just been, like, such a different beast lately when it comes to being a rudo and, like, getting heat from the crowd. He's just been so good as of late.
Absolutely, bro. Like, he made, God, who was it? Who he faced, like, 2 weeks ago?
Star Junior.
Star Junior, bro. He made Star Junior look like a nerd, bro.
Yeah, dude.
He really did.
He was beating him up crazy. They were on Informa. He was talking crazy to him.
Yeah,
and
slapped
then,
him.
Yeah, slapped the shoes off of him. Like,
he slapped him. He was like, I wanted to play that match at the 91st aniversario.
He really is, as I don't remember who would say it, but Rudísimo de Cinco Estrellas, bro.
Yeah, I like it because he definitely feels that CML is like, I feel like they're definitely planning big things for him this year, and I feel like this title match might just be the start of that.
Mm. He's exciting. He's just so exciting. Like,
yes,
his character work is really, really good.
Yes,
where like especially in a place like CMLL, where I feel like character work is not first. You know, ring work is first, and then there's I feel like the really special guys are good at like incorporate their character work into their ring work. So
yes,
but
and like even for example, like for like newer fans, because I know that we were talking like a little bit earlier. Soups was talking about how like both Esfinge and Sandokan were like two of the guys that hooked him early on whenever he started watching CML.
Yeah. This is both a dream and a nightmare match for me. Seeing both these guys. I have a feeling Esfinge is gonna get packed here. But yeah, no, it's really cool to see two guys that I latched onto pretty early in my CML watching days. Get to lock up here on one of their biggest shows, so I know how to pick them. I'll just say that.
You're picking winners. Yeah. You're picking real beast. I do want to add one thing. I do really like how protected pile driver moves are.
Yes,
because Esfinge was selling that like he was
cooked, he was cooked.
Yeah,
guy like me, bro, like. I'm calling for the stretcher.
I was about to say you're going out in the one CML stretcher that they have.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro! La Fuerza Tapatía, they would have to pick me up and carry me to the back.
I wouldn't trust Fugas.
Fugas would drop me, bro.
Drop you down the stairs.
Oh my god! But I think that's gonna be a really good one. I think that's gonna be a very intense.
Yeah,
maybe like really brawly. Like
I think they're gonna hit the shit out of each other. They're both pretty like meat and potatoes luchadors, and I think they're just gonna just chop the hell out of each other. Maybe Sandokan will bust open Esfinge's chest like he did Tai Chi.
On accident.
Yeah.
How strict they are with blood.
Did Sandokan not even know who Tai Chi was?
Yeah. And Tai Chi, I don't think he's like, who was that guy?
The pose that Chichiri for that match was also so hilarious.
I'm gonna call a spot for this match. Esfinge is gonna get Nudo Egipcio locked in, and Sandokan's gonna kick out, and then I'm gonna throw my headset down in disgust.
I was about to say, I wonder if he's like, maybe like Sandokan gets out of the Nudo Egipcio, and then like he somehow transforms it into like that God style pile driver.
Oh God, yeah, okay.
That'd be pretty nice.
As long as he doesn't lock in Nudo Egipcio on Esfinge like Barbaro Cavernario did.
Oh my god,
then I'm done. I'll never watch it again.
Disrespected him.
That was crazy to me, that the Barbaro Cavernario doing that to Esfinge showed that like Barbaro Cavernario was like, stay down the card, brother.
That was the day he decided he's a different beast.
Golly, like that was awesome, but I don't have any called spots for that one. But that was incredible. I do think we're gonna see at least one plancha.
Yeah, one plancha.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Sandokan will maybe do the tope barricade spot where he puts him like on the barricade and then he goes for the tope. I think we might see that. Would be smart.
I think this is going to be a really awesome match, though. Yeah. Like, I'm really high on this one. I'm really high on this one. I'm really high on the first one, and I'm really high on the third one. Ooh, the CMLL World Light Heavyweight title is being contested between Barbaro Cavernario and Averno. Thoughts on this match?
Well, let me just get this straight. I think this match has the most potential to, like, people are like, okay, yeah, these guys are good, but, like, I feel like this is another one where it's like it could steal the show, depending on how it goes. And I mean, Barbaro Cavernario, like we've said on the previous episodes, he's been on a great motivational run as of late. Technically triple champion if you count El Rey del Inframundo championship, but he's just been going crazy this year.
I am going to say this. I'm thinking right now to his match against Máscara Dorada.
Mm-hmm.
That was just... What show was that on? Was that on a VIP show or was that on a...
Yeah, that was on the... I believe that was on the second... Yeah, the second VIP... Yeah, I think that was on the second VIP... It was either on the second or the third VIP show.
That was a VIP show, and he was bringing out the real shit.
He really was.
Pardon my language. Which makes me think on this one, we are absolutely 100%. I'm calling my shot. If I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm going to do. He is doing that splash from the top turnbuckle to the floor, bro.
Oh
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He's gonna pull that out again. I was thinking either that or he does the plancha to the ring apron.
Oh my god, bro! We're gonna see something. Yeah. This one's gonna be special.
Yes, and then I mean Averno. We all know how great Averno is. He's gonna be doing his Averno stuff, and it's just gonna be so freaking great.
A cool little dynamic though for this, where you basically have two Rudos, but Averno's kind of in that, like he's in like a cool little like anti-hero kind of role that I'm really digging right now.
Yeah, he's got like sort of that role, and I think I feel like this it doesn't feel too much of a Rudo versus Rudo, where it feels more like a sort of like, two sort of guys in the middle, because those Bárbaros have been getting crazy over with the crowd.
That's true. Absolutely, yeah.
So we just have like two, guys that the crowd might both be into.
Yeah.
And some context for this matchup as well. Like when it was first announced, when they first threw down the challenges, there was also between then and now the Averno and Los Infernales challenged for Los Bárbaros World Trios titles, and they were unsuccessful in taking them. But it was a good match.
It was a good match. It was my favorite match of that show, actually.
It was a really good match. They were, I mean, two teams like that, though.
They were brawling crazy.
Yeah.
So,
and
think of this almost like the second chapter. Like, they couldn't do it as a trio. It's up to Averno, bro. He can't do it here. Infernales got cooked by Los Bárbaros, bro. Bárbaros up 2-0.
Yeah, if Bárbaro Cavernario wins here, Los Bárbaros are officially up 2-0 when it comes to title matches. But who knows? Maybe Averno picks up the win, considering a certain tournament is around the corner.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the biggest like coin flips of the night. It could really go either way, and it's exciting for that purpose.
I would not be mad either. Either way,
no.
I'm happy with whatever happens here.
Same.
Because I feel very confident that the match is just going to be really good.
Some insane stuff.
I cannot imagine what that crowd is going to be like, bro. Like,
so hype.
Yeah, 16,000 banging their chests.
Completely sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention that. Completely sold out show. Golly.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, I'm gonna go crazy.
16,000 Bárbaros for the crowd.
Yeah, that's gonna be so good.
That is gonna be like a clip to end all clips, bro. Hearing when Bárbaro Cavernario finally decides to go for it, he goes,
yeah.
God almighty.
And you just hear the crowd. You just hear a bunch of people in the crowd doing the same thing as well.
He could probably hit that on the ramp. Now that I think about it.
From the top of the stairs?
No, that'd be crazy.
No, I don't think they'll do that, but I mean, it could be a wild card prediction.
Let's go for it.
I don't know. I just don't even know what to expect for this one, because I just feel like both of those, I mean, motivated Cavernario in a show this big for a world title in a match against Averno, who they already have a little bit of history with.
Yep.
Honestly, like I could see this Cabellera contra Cabellera as the next step if they had like if they wanted to, it could. It would make like it'd be very logical, and it would be probably really good.
I wouldn't mind it at all.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. God almighty. But yeah, we're through 3, and honestly, good feeling, all positive feelings.
Yeah, the hits keep coming.
Yep.
Match 4. Soups, what do we got?
All right, we have our apuestas match here. The mask quadrangular here. We have Piercito, Acero, Angelito, and Pequeño Olímpico. One man's losing their mask.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. So this has been going on for a little bit too here. They've been brawling back and forth, and now we finally get the payoff here.
Mm-hmm.
One of these guys without their mask. God damn.
Or shaved. Oh wait, no.
Oh, yeah. No, they
all have masks. They all have masks. No, somebody is losing a mask.
Yeah, just masks. Yeah, someone is losing their mask, and no one will be shaved. Just a mask.
Pure mask.
And I mean, this match is gonna be like this is like the match for the hardcore fans. This one right here.
Yeah,
it's for the real sickos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the real sickos right here.
Minis, bro.
Yeah, the minis. You know, the people that like, the people that are like, hell yeah, the minis openers. I'm one of them.
I was gonna say this is the one. This is the match for everybody who cried when Chocorecito got shaved.
Yeah, that's me.
Which, by the way, the last time Chocorecito appeared, his hair just looked like back to normal.
Yeah.
That's a real baller right there.
Bro, Angel de Oro got shaved like last September, and I swear to God, for a long time, his hair was super short still.
Yeah.
Chocorecito, it was like a month after, and he's back.
Hey, man.
He's ready to go again.
He's got those good genes, man. That's how they call him el 500% guapo.
He probably gets a haircut every week.
He's had a haircut since he got shaved.
Yeah. Oh my God. He doesn't even bleach it. It just comes out like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing, I do have one criticism of this one. It felt like between when it got announced and the show on Friday, it did feel like they kind of went missing for a little while.
That's true. Yeah.
They weren't featured. Well, I guess not everybody. Yeah, not everybody. If I want to be, I guess, to give a fuller picture, not everybody on the match or like on the card had like builds from then to now. I think it's very rare. They weren't, we weren't seeing Esfingen and Santokan Jr. in some form for the last month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. The match came first, and then they kind of built it over the last week or so.
Yeah.
Short builds, I don't mind at all.
No, this one kind of feels like the opposite, where they had the strong build going, starting it off, but then as like weeks progressed, they started appearing less and less.
Yeah, this was announced like a month ago at least.
Yeah,
and we haven't really seen them since.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them a little bit, but like it definitely felt like we weren't seeing them as often as like whenever the feed initially was like catching up some fire.
I feel like we've seen the micros more than we've seen the minis lately. Not complaining, it's awesome.
Look,
yeah,
Micro Gemelos Diablos, bro. That last match they were in, I don't think it was this past Friday, but maybe it was the Friday before that, or was it this past Friday? No, it was the Friday before that, I think, right?
Was it Tuesday?
Or was it Tuesday? Whichever show they were on, bro, they were hooping crazy.
Yeah. Keep packing my boy Mihei, though.
Mihei wasn't taking anything, brother. Microdito was taking everything. Mihei taking the night off.
Yeah. I mean, that's Mihei.
The real beast.
He's there for interference during when he's in the corner. Yeah. Which he was punching he was in the
He was in the
Fuerza
Tapatía versus La Escuadra.
Yeah, he was punching the shit out of Esfinge, wasn't
he was punching him in the head.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a moment. That was something that happened.
We kind of veered off from this match here, but I think this match is in like the perfect place on the card where if it's good, it's kind of a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not so good, it's sandwiched between two almost guaranteed banger matches. So
it's
a good spot.
Yeah, and I think, for example, like I think the dynamic of talent is also good here because you have Pierrotito and Pequeño Olímpico, have been with CML for a long time now, and then you have a younger up and coming star like Angelito, and then you have someone that's sort of in the middle with Acero, and he kind of feels like the odd man out of this match, but not in a bad way, but it might be bad.
Yeah, the bullseye's on right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good. I think it'll.
Yeah.
I think they'll deliver at least. Mask versus Mask. I feel like they're definitely going to put some effort into it, and
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk more about who's losing it here soon, but
oh my.
Yeah, in a little bit.
What do we have coming up after this one, Flock?
We have the tournament that has been going on for the last 2 weeks. We have the Torneo Increíble de Parejas final. We have from the winners of Block A, Rocky Romero and Máscara Dorada taking on the winners of Block B, Atlantis Jr. and Soberano Jr.
I can't believe they just added this one.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Oops, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought this match would be here?
Who would have thought the final they announced a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, would be on the show?
That's crazy, man.
I never would have thought of it.
Shout out wrestling journalism. Always a high bar to clear.
Oh, but yeah, no, I think this one, again, like you said, this was going to rule, bro. Just look at the names.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of star power you have in here, you have on one side, Rocky Romero, Azúcar, probably the best heel that CML had last year. And, the young up-and-coming sensation, Máscara Dorada, teaming up with him. And then on the other side, you have, someone who turned rudo a couple months ago in Soberano Jr., and he's been catching some steam recently as well. So that's great. And then, Atlantis Jr., he's always reliable and he's always great. So
everything he does well.
Exactly.
And you have that newly formed stable with Rocky and Soberano Jr., so that's another interesting wrinkle to add here. So to see how they play out there.
Yep, because they might betray their partners.
Yep.
Can they coexist?
That's this match in a nutshell. Two sets of teams that just hate each other. Can they coexist to win this tournament?
That's the common thread for the entire tournament. Parejas Increíbles.
Yeah.
Except it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which, sadly, I was going to say, last Friday we saw two guys who could not coexist. Dragon Rojo Jr. and Templario, bro. When Dragon Rojo Jr. dragged that guy out of the way of the Sasuke splash, and Templario just ate dirt on that, bro.
Oh, my God.
It was so beast. I saw on Twitter Munari Abi, bro.
Shout out.
He posted.
Yeah.
He said, Dragon Jr. was too dumb to function, bro. It's because he has that barbaro brain now, brother.
Yeah.
He's devolving in front of our eyes.
Thinking, only
Yeah, they could not coexist because clearly someone is still very salty from last September. And I think it's pretty clear that he still wants revenge on Templario.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see, again, we're in the same predicament with Máscara Dorada. Will this be where they give him a cosign, they give him a tournament win? or will they give it to two guys who are kind of the now in CMLL?
Yeah,
in Atlantis Jr. and Soberano Jr.
It's interesting to see because this tournament has sometimes in the past been used to build up to like the Aniversario feuds.
Right.
So
yep.
Yeah, so this is interesting to see. Last year, I don't believe it. Last year, I don't think it did because I believe last year's winners were Místico and Averno.
Mm-hmm.
But if Atlantis and Junior and Soberano Junior win, it might be a possibility, for them to further this feud into the Aniversario.
Yeah.
So that's something interesting to know.
I don't want to see Soberano unmasked.
I don't dude. No one does.
It would be insane if that happened. I don't think for a second it would happen now because Soberano's 30 and Atlantis is like 26.
25, 26, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. They got plenty of years to slowly burn that if they wanted to.
Look, give. I know it sounds crazy. Give it to Sandokan Jr. and Star Jr. I know it seems like such a far stretch, but if you truly want to build a young up-and-coming Rudo, make Sandokan Jr. take Star Jr.'s mask.
Yeah, and Star Jr. has great hair already, so he's already...
Exactly.
If they want to do it, but they want to do it the coward's way out, they could do like relevos or... the
Ruleta Suicida,
yeah, where it's like Atlantis Jr. and Soberano Jr., Sandokan and Star Jr. And then Sandokan and Star Jr. advance, and Star Jr. gets unmasked.
We're still months away from the Aniversario, so this is pure speculation right now.
We're fantasy booking crazy right now.
This is pure this is pure speculation. This is just, from the very little info that we have as of now.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome though. We're just
Yeah.
But I think the entire tournament has been good as well. This is like the blow off to it, and whole tournament has been good. I have no reason to think this match won't be.
Yeah.
Even if it was just these two guys, no tournament, just these four together, the match would still be good, I think.
Yeah, this could be a Tuesday show match, and it would still be a banger.
Yeah. And Rocky Romero and Máscara Dorada, they actually have a match on Monday, right?
Yeah, at the time of this recording, tomorrow they have a title match, which, yet again, if the title switches hands, it could affect a specific tournament that's around the corner in April.
It's coming up. You never know. Yep. So we move on to the second to last match on the card. The first one featuring an AEW wrestler coming over to CMLL, which the main event has been built around AEW coming to CMLL, but this match also built around that concept. Lluvia, Sexys, and Stephanie Baquer will be facing off against Willow Nightingale, La Catalina, and Tessa Blanchard. So for me,
that's so quick. They just Tessa Blanchard.
It's
understandable though. It's understandable.
Yeah.
If I'm keeping it 100%, if I'm keeping it 100, if I'm keeping it 100 here, I guess I get the CML. No, I don't get it, actually. I don't get it.
No, yeah.
I understand that CMLL keeps bringing back Tessa. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not a fan at all, actually. But I feel like they could have maybe even brought Chris Statlander and Willow and La Catalina.
Literally anyone besides Tessa, man.
Dude.
Lady Frost? Why not?
Exactly.
I mean, what purpose does Tessa really serve in this match? Because not in the States is going to be like, oh, Tessa's on the show, I need to pay $35.
Yeah, no one's going to be, oh my god.
This is going to turn people off.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only reason I'm watching is because Willow's in it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, put my girl Reina Isis in this match, and we got an absolute certified banger. But
put her, I don't know, put any other baby face. But you could have put like Andromeda there. You could have put Scotty there.
Scotty would go crazy there.
Anyone.
Olympia,
bro. Olympia would have been good. Statlander, Stokely Hathaway at ringside.
Oh my god!
Actually, we still could see Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander in the crowd. Technically,
that would be awesome. Look, don't call me an AEW fan or anything, but
tweets.
When I see the three of them, I'm like, I like that. I like that pairing a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. There's some good fun storytelling going there.
Yes.
At first, I wasn't really a big Stokely guy, but when I see him with Willow and Chris, I'm like, yeah,
perfect scheme for him. Yeah,
he's hilarious.
Slots right in perfectly there. As for the match itself, I think it's going to be very good. I'm assuming. My assumption is the pairings. Well, looking at it, I'm a little. I don't know, because I would assume maybe built around like Stephanie Paquette against Willow.
I was thinking that. I feel like it could pay off two ways. Either Stephanie Paquette and Willow, maybe for like a future New Japan Strong event, or Stephanie versus Catalina for the CMLL World Women's Championship. I feel like those are like the two payoffs, honestly.
Yeah, I need to see Sexy's.
Yeah, maybe both.
Sexy's has to pair with Tessa, just because. Oh yeah, Sexy's is a beast.
Yeah, I just
she's
need to see
absolutely murder her with a dive.
Yeah, so stiff. Let Sexy's be stiff with Tessa.
And then Catalina, but see, like you said, Catalina could work, like pay off that with Stephanie Paquette, and I guess she could do Lluvia too.
Story because
Lluvia's kind of like odd.
Yeah, I mean, Lluvia kind of feels like a slot in because Hato Chita's going to be gone for an indefinite amount of time that we don't know the reason why. So it kind of just feels Lluvia's here, fill out that slot just nicely.
I honestly, you could change Lluvia with Dark Silueta and
that would have worked. I feel like honestly it could have worked either ways because of Las Infernales and it's Lluvia, Soxis, and Dark Silueta. So I feel like it's just sort of like it's more like a fill-in role, but I guess they just decided to go with Lluvia.
It makes sense. But this match I think it'll be good. 5 of the 6 participants I think are very good. The 6th, I don't really rate that highly, so
yeah,
you can draw whatever conclusions you want from that. But Willow, though, I'm happy to see Willow. Yeah. I hope they give Willow her music. I hope she gets her AEW music.
Yeah,
she should.
Yeah, I hope she gets her music. I hope Tessa doesn't get anything special, but I hope Willow gets her music.
I do hope. Yeah, I think crowd will probably be really well.
Yeah, it seems everywhere Willow goes, the crowd is always receptive to her right away.
Yeah,
not to be.
There's only one Mexican on this. Lluvia, because Zaxis is Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Stephanie Paquette is Chilena.
Yes. Yeah, so he says I think she's part Mexican, something like that. Because I know that they stretch the rules for her to be able to actually challenge Reina Isis for the National Women's Championship.
So yeah, this is we probably won't get them booing the foreigners because I mean most everybody in the match is foreigner, so
yeah.
But should be good.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
And it's a good lead into our main event, which I'm sure everyone is most excited about this. We have the Blackpool Combat Club invading Arena Mexico, the big CMLL versus AEW angle that's been
building up.
Yeah, for God, when did it start? I don't even remember now.
Was it late January or was it very early February?
Around that time frame for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy time, bro. And while we haven't seen too much more on TV recently, on AEW TV. For any, I guess, AEW watchers, you haven't missed a lot on the CMLL side either. There have not been any Blackpool Combat Club appearances, and on Anime Mexico, they have not appeared like on Informa or anything like that, really. So it's a pretty clean slate. We were talking earlier about, do we think that maybe there will be anything this week on AEW? In my opinion, 50-50, really. I don't know.
Yeah, 50-50. I feel like maybe something on AEW. If we don't see anything on AEW, maybe on Informa. It's up in the air.
I feel like we'll definitely get some sort of social media video.
Yeah, some sort of social media,
for sure.
Or like some sort of, the people that keep asking for video packages. We'll get a video package.
You know who has been promoting the hell out of this match on his Instagram?
Wheeler Yuta.
Blue Panther. The most unlikely guy.
Yeah, just really hyping the feud.
Because he has been posting reels. Honestly, awesomely produced. I think it was just probably one of his sons or somebody around him.
He had a training montage, didn't
he? Yes, bro. Two. There's like two he's had now.
I need to see these.
They're awesome, bro. It's literally just like him at the gym, like working out and like.
Yeah, I saw that. He was
close
like
up
squatting.
Shots. Yeah,
he was squatting on one of. I think like Dark Panther was in one of the videos briefly.
That's so good.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. Maybe I might make a little video package for this one. I might have to make the BCC video package, but I think
there's an interesting note about Wheeler Yuta though, because he hasn't been on AEW TV in a very long time, so there are rumblings that he might not be cleared yet. So there is a possibility for him to be replaced with somebody else, and
we're not sure who.
Yeah, we're not sure who that is, but there are names that kind of make sense, like a Daniel Garcia, which would be incredible.
Yeah,
get the dance in Arena Mexico. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. I saw somebody. Okay. I was gonna say I saw somebody mention that, and I don't know if it was. I mean, it's literally only ever two guys. It's only ever Cubs fan, aka Lucha Blog, or Rob Viper. Those are the two guys I ever hear like talk about, kind of like I don't know if you would call it background, behind the scenes kind of stuff, but like production side like that. But that would be awesome. I mean, Daniel Garcia would be awesome. We've mentioned this before, right? Who we would like to see in Arena Mexico.
Yeah.
Is there anyone besides Daniel Garcia you think would slot in, Soups?
Well, it seems like Shibata has kind of been chummy with Bryan Danielson. So that'd be crazy, though. Shibata, not who I think of when I think of a big lucha event, but that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Shibata. That triggered a memory. Shibata was actually in CMLL in a match with Giant Silva against Giant Singh, aka the Great Khali.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was. I don't think that was his last appearance in CMLL, but I do know that was an appearance in CMLL by Katsuyori Shibata.
God damn. Maybe he wants to right those wrongs.
He comes back, exactly. Dude. We get the surprise Giant Singh return.
No.
We see him in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, that would be cool. Obviously, there's no way we could get Darby because he's hurt, but we've talked in the past about how awesome I think Darby Allin would. I think he'd be awesome in Arena Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be awesome. I'm not sure if they're busy. I like maybe one of the guys from Top Flight would be interesting. I think Dante Martin would be awesome in Arena Mexico. So
they would need
another suggestion.
Yeah. It would have to be. I feel like it would have to be like a young guy to take that Wheeler Yuta role.
Yeah. Someone's gonna probably eat a pin here.
Eat the pin, but still, I'll probably eat some gnarly ass moves too.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what the rules is for this match? If it's like because usually we'll just see trios where it's either the captain gets pinned or the two others. How an 8-man tag works?
Oh, it's still the same way. It's either one person gets
Or the
gets
other three?
one the other. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it's. I'm not sure if it's other three or other two. I
Or
think it's
just two?
other two.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's other two. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that like, the 4 relevos atómicos, right?
Hmm.
It's I don't remember the last time I saw a CMLL 144.
I think the Blue Panther anniversary, wasn't it?
Oh
Where it
yeah,
was
duh, yeah.
it was Blue Panther, the Los Divinos Laguneros
Yeah,
versus Guerreros
Guerreros.
and Hijo de Stuca. I think it was Hijo de Stuca Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was Stuka and Stuka Jr. and then
Yeah,
Ultimo
yeah.
Guerrero and Gran Guerrero. Yeah, no, my bad. I'm dumb. That was awesome too, though. I loved that match.
Yeah, that match was fun. That match was lots of fun.
God, that was a really good. There was like that. There was like that match, and then I think like either the week after that or 2 or 3 weeks after that, it was in the same time period where Los Divinos Laguneros, but it was just the three sons, were going up against Los Villanos and Hijo de Stuca Jr. 2 weeks in a row.
I think it was before that, wasn't it? Because wasn't the Blue Panther anniversary at the end of November?
I thought it was at the end of October. Because it wasn't the main event. I don't remember it being the main event.
I thought it was.
I thought it was like something else is the main event there.
Hold on.
Let me look.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like in late November.
No, it was October 20th.
Oh, it was October 20th?
Yeah, so the main event was actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one. The main event was Ángel de Oro and Niebla Roja, and that's where Soberano got hurt.
Yeah, now I remember. Yep, now I remember. Yeah, okay. I'm remembering now, yeah, because that match ended not in a not very good way.
And Mei Suruga was there, bro. Sumi Sakai.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I remember.
No, yeah, this was the Universal, because, yeah, it did have the Universal Championship final on it with like Catalina and Sexys.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
So this wasn't even like the semi-main. This was like the fourth match on the card.
Yeah.
First was Brillante Jr. and Alcon Soriano Jr.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to one of them.
One of them is still with the company, yeah. The other one.
Oh.
But yeah, no. Where were we even talking about? Blue Panther. I don't remember.
The Los Divinos Laguneros having like that sort of great run where it was just like the Suns, and they just had like a 2 to 3 week great run with like matches with Los Villanos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and because we're talking about 4v4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about 4v4. Yeah.
No, but I think it's gonna be very good. Well, I do think it's gonna be very good.
I've like just kept reading like all the people in this match over and over again, and it's absolutely insane, and I can't process it until I see it, I think.
Yeah.
And it'll be carried like so much by how just crazy this matchup is. Like it can be like the most by the numbers match, and I think it will still be awesome.
It's because I think they can all work. You know?
Yeah.
There's not a single guy here who is gonna have to be covered for.
Yeah. Oh my! When Danielson locks up with Blue Panther, god damn, man.
Ooh.
I'm still saying. I'm still predicting. I could be wrong. I'm calling my shot here. At some point, and you know what? I'm doubling down because last week or last Friday, 2 days ago, when Mystico's team was getting their asses whooped, and he was on the ramp, getting the crowd going, getting them psyched up for the comeback, bro.
He was waiting there, man.
He was like, I mean, I believe that on Friday, at some point, we are going to get. I know we will at some point get Místico chants. Místico. What I want to believe will happen as well, I am not as sure it will, is yes chants as well.
I think so.
If we get them dueling, I don't know. That's going to be a spiritual moment for me.
You have the wrong idea. You don't see the vision. You don't get the you don't get the you don't get
raising the roof.
You're raising the roof.
That's real shit. Yeah.
You don't get that's the real vision right there. Raising the roof versus the yes chants. You hear one side going yes, yes, yes. You hear the other side going raising the roof.
We might get pose a question to you guys here. I think we'll get both. Let me pose a question to you guys here though. Who on the CMLL side is Claudio going to swing?
Oh,
not Místico. You know Místico ain't taking that.
maybe Último Guerrero, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the biggest guy.
Último Guerrero would be the most impressive. Holy moly.
Yeah, I think either Último Guerrero or Volador Jr.
I think oiled up Gran Guerrero should do a run in and he should swing him. That's impressive.
Gran Guerrero interferes like he did in the
the
match Relámpago that Último Guerrero had with Tiger Mask 4 not too long ago.
Oh, something we should maybe address here. Jon Moxley is not allowed to bleed.
Yeah, he is not allowed to bleed.
At least on purpose. Yeah. I'm sure they'll clean him up if it's an accident, but he cannot get color out there.
Yeah, he cannot bleed.
Don't expect any hardcore elements in this match.
Yeah.
There will be none. The most hardcore you're going to be getting is like maybe some brawling by ringside, maybe some brawling like past the barrier.
Yeah, but
you're not going to, no one's going through a table. Yeah. No one's
don't expect table. No one's pulling out thumbtacks.
I think we'll get a very cool BCC entrance through the crowd, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Soberano do it not too long ago.
Yeah. It won't be as cool as Soberano, but
yeah, I mean, that's Soberano.
I think it'll be really cool, though.
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome. Wow.
Yeah,
that is gonna be crazy. I already know the engagement beta counts are gonna be going insane.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a. I don't like this term because it's overused, but this match has that aura, as the kids say.
Yeah. They're gonna be doing this match, and like I'm gonna see like maybe 5 tweets about Esfinge versus Sandokan Jr.
It's gonna be literally the people tweeting about Esfinge Sandokan Jr. It's gonna be like Cubs fan, Rob, Donald.
Yeah, us.
Fuminori
Abi. Yeah, Cryo too.
Cryo GOAT poster. If you're listening, Cryo.
Yeah. Real Hooper.
Yeah.
Top 5 lucha poster easily. But it's gonna be real, man. God, that's so exciting. Look.
Yeah.
That's me slapping my forearm like The Rock.
The aura, the mana.
Chills.
Sorry,
the mana. Yeah. What's he saying? Does he say? Does The Rock say the chills? What does he say?
Yeah, chills. Yeah,
the chills. He slapped his arm just like that.
The mana's never been stronger right now.
Golly, yeah. Look, I'm sorry. To me, I don't keep up with WWE really at all. And by that, I mean what I read on the timeline is what I know about WWE. This card blows WrestleMania out of the water. Sorry.
True.
The Hoopers are going to be here.
Exactly.
That's not a popular sentiment. That's not the mainstream sentiment. That's not even like just based on the size of the companies. If you want to watch, if you want to watch the Hoopers, they're going to be at Homenaje dos Leyendas.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, CML has a freaking stacked show the following weekend as well with the Arena Coliseo de Perú 77 aniversario. That show also has some stacked matches. Like Místico and Máscara Dorada versus Soberano and Templario as the main event. We'll talk about that whenever we get closer to it.
Yeah.
But whenever it comes around, we will be talking about it, which is
the
next
craziest thing here is that they left people on the bench too, like
the
Villano Tercero brothers.
Yup.
God damn, Templario,
Los Hermanos Chavez.
Yes, Gran Guerrero.
They could have had another show like Not quite this good. This is just peak, but they could have had another show that could rival this at the same time.
Dude, I'm gonna have those Leyendas night 1. I'm gonna have those Leyendas
Yeah.
night 2. Yeah.
Night 2, we get the Mogul Embassy versus Los Guerreros Laguneros.
Yeah, that'd be heat.
They left a lot of hoopers on the bench for this.
We can name them off. I mean, just like we were saying, the Villanos, Futuro,
Titan.
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest ones.
Oh god, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Titan, Hechicero,
yeah.
Ángel de Oro. I mean, the list goes on.
They could have made this like a painfully long show, like a AEW pay-per-view where it's like 5 hours. And I would have felt like 5 minutes. Like it would be just oh my god.
This is probably gonna go like what, 2.5, maybe
2.
3.
I think 2.5. Yeah, I think maximum will be 3.
They usually wrap. I mean, they don't really go like they don't really deviate from a certain length.
Yeah, no epics out here.
Exactly. Yeah, no 30 to half 30 hour specials.
I promise you, if you're watching CMLL, you will never be subject to an hour-long FTR Iron Man match.
Or a match where that's given 6 stars, and we see a lot of moves that get typically used in the indies.
If there's going to be any destroyers this night, it's going to be Volador Jr. hitting them.
Yeah, it's going to be either Volador Jr. or Máscara.
Yo, shit, who's he going to hit that on?
Claudio Castagnoli. He's got the bald head.
I'm just looking up and down this card again. I'm just absolutely buzzing right now.
Oh, this is going to be awesome, dude. This is going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, I'm not going to that indie show on Friday now. I'm locked in. I'm 100% watching this live.
It's committed. Oh, man. If you want, we can do our little predictions here, our official predictions.
Yeah.
We're going to go down the card. All right.
Yeah,
so
from the bottom or starting from the bottom or from the top?
We can start from the first match and then make our way. So the way this is going to work, this will be our official record of prediction. The winner gets a prize on next week's show. I don't know what it is, but
the winner gets
bragging rights. Crazy.
The winner gets a free trip to Soberano Jr.'s Luchamion.
I was gonna say the losing two should have to watch a full IWRG show. And do a rundown on the next episode.
Yes, okay. The two losing guys, we have to watch an IWRG show or a AAA show.
No.
I would say IWRG is honestly worse.
I would, yeah.
We have to watch an IWRG show. All right. So, first match, CMLL National Tag Team Championships. We're going to go Floke, Soups, me. Floke, who do you got?
I am going with Los Depredadores retaining. I feel like I don't see Brillante Jr. and Neon winning, especially because Neon is already in a tag team with Futuro, so I don't think it would make much sense to have him win the tag titles with Brillante Jr., but on the other hand, Los Depredadores could lose, and they could be built up as challengers for Los Hermanos Chavez for the world tag titles. But I think they're gonna hold the titles for a little bit longer, so I'm going with Los Depredadores retaining.
Soups.
Okay. I've predicted him once. He hasn't let me down, so I'm gonna go with Brillante Jr. and Neon. I already regret that, but lock it in.
I'm going with Depredadores retain. Depredadores retain.
All right, I'm up 1-0.
All right, CML National Light Heavyweight Championship, Esfinge and Santokan Jr. Soups, you go first this time.
Okay, Esfinge. I honestly don't think he's gonna win, but don't catch me betting against my boy here.
I'm going Santokan Jr. Lock me in. Float.
Okay. If they're building up Sandokan Jr., I feel like he's going to win, and with the way CML has been handling him recently, I definitely feel like or big things are coming for him this year. So I'm going with Sandokan Jr. winning the championship.
CMLL World Light Heavyweight title. I'll go first this time. My heart hopes for Barbaro Cavernario, but my head, it is telling me Averno. I'm going with Averno. Lock me in.
Oh, God.
Bloke.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. We have the Universal Championship, the Campeonato Universal tournament coming like right around the corner. Oof. Okay, let me see how many championships we have. Okay, how many people we have? We have World Heavyweight Gran Guerrero, Light Heavyweight Barbaro Cavernario, middleweight is who's the Templario, welterweight Titan. Then we have the lightweight being Stigma, so that's 5 people there, I believe. Then we have Los Hermanos Chavez being 7, and we have Dragón Rojo Jr. and El Terrible filling out the trios titles alongside Barbaro Cavernario. Okay, so now that so that's I believe 8 or 9 people. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think Averno's taking it. I think they're gonna build this up. They're gonna build this feud further. So I think Averno wins the CML World Light Heavyweight Championship.
Soups.
Okay. All right. Floke used logic there. I'm gonna use chance. I'm gonna go heads for Barbaro Cavernario, tails for Averno. Okay, let's see what it comes up as. All right. Heads. Okay, heads. We're going Barbaro Cavernario.
Locked
in. Beast. Locked in. All right. 4-way mask match. Pierrotito, Acero, Angelito, Pequeño Olímpico. One has to lose the mask. Who do you think loses their mask? Floke.
Oh, so I was expecting Pierrotito and Pequeño Olímpico to cash out on this match and build it up like way more. But since they aren't doing that, I feel like it's so obvious. Acero, you're gone. Your mask is you're losing your mask.
Soups.
Just to be different, Angelito, lock it in.
Oh wow, okay.
That's a crazy pick. I'm going Acero as well. Lock it in. Look,
I want to watch the pigs.
Somebody's watching IWRG, brother. Have fun watching Hip Hop Man, brother. 2024 Torneo de Parejas Increíbles, the finals. Rocky Romero and Máscara Dorada against Atlantis Jr. and Soberano Jr. I am predicting that our winners will be... Oh, this was such a toss-up.
Yeah.
I'm
going with Atlantis Jr. and Soberano Jr.
Okay.
They're winning it.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Atlantis Jr. has won this tournament before, so I don't think they give the tournament win to him twice. So, by that logic, I'm thinking Rocky Romero and Máscara Dorada take the tournament.
Soups?
Golly. I'll go Atlantis Jr., Soberano Jr.
Okay.
Lock it in.
I feel like I locked in on the wrong one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
My pick.
I'm the only one thinking right now.
My logic is though, if Rocky Romero beats Máscara Dorada on Monday for that championship, maybe they can't coexist on Friday.
Oh man, they're working you crazy right now.
Yeah.
They're working him crazy like Persephone.
They're not even. I'm sure that in programación they are not even considering that. I'm looking at this way more.
They're like, oh, Arena Puebla? Yeah, no title change.
Yeah. Lluvia, Sexys, and Stephanie Baquer against Willow, Catalina, Tessa Blanchard. Who is winning this one, Flo?
You know what? I feel like they're gonna keep building up this Catalina and Stephanie Baquer feud, and also I just don't want to see Tessa win. So, Lluvia, Celtics, and Stephanie Baquer are winning this match. Lock it in.
Soups.
All right, this pains me to say. I'll have some logic for this one. So we had the outsider teams win some of the matches at the Anniversario this last year, and I'm pretty sure we all think CMLL is winning the main event. So I'm going to go with Willow, Catalina, and Tessa Blanchard. Lock it in.
Okay.
That pains me. Oh my god.
This one is. I feel like it is a toss up. I think that, you know what? No thinking. Lluvia Sexys, Stephanie Baquer, lock me in.
Okay.
All right. And our last match, Ultimo Guerrero, Blue Panther, Volador Jr., and Místico against the Blackpool Combat Club. Wheeler Yuta, ? Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Bryan Danielson. Who is taking this one, Soups?
Team CMLL. I think it's shit. No, okay, yeah, Team CMLL. Lock it in.
I'm Team CMLL. Lock me in. Flo.
Team CML, lock me in.
Oh, coward.
Unanimous. In case of a tiebreaker, let me throw one more thing down. In case of a tiebreaker, let me pick a multiples match, and we have to predict who's eating the pin.
Oh, I was going to say, in case of a tiebreaker, I was going to say, how many times will Bryan Jr. botch in the opener?
For the tiebreaker, and I think the best place to pick this one, actually, Lluvia Sexys and Stephanie Baquer, Willow, Catalina, and Tessa, who eats the pin in that match?
Ooh. Tessa. Lock me in.
Oh, man, I'm going to say some wild shit here. Stephanie Baquer is going to get pinned by Willow.
I say Sexys is getting pinned.
Damn.
We look, complete wild card. We don't know.
Yeah.
Regardless, we've made our predictions. The guy, whoever has the most points, they don't have to watch IWRG. 2 losers will have to watch and report on an IWRG show.
Yeah, you probably
within the next 2 weeks. So
I'm finished.
If you want, we can make it. No, wait. The show's Friday. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm hoping I'm not. I don't
want to lose, man.
Yeah.
I know my fate already.
Yeah.
But I think we've covered just about everything here in Homenaje las Leyendas.
Yes.
We can move on.
We should talk about how to watch it.
We should talk about how to watch it. That should have been the first thing we said.
Okay. So before we wrap up the Homenaje las Leyendas predictions / segment, you might be wondering, how do I watch this show and where can I find it? I want to watch my favorite AEW wrestler, Wheeler Yuta. So if you want to watch this show, the show will be available on CML's YouTube channel exclusively to Tier 3 members, which is around $35 a month. But if you're wondering, that's very pricey, I can't pay for that, you might be wondering what else is included in that, that month, that Tier 3 membership. So if you do get the Tier 3 membership, you get the Tuesday and Friday shows live. Not only that, but you get the two weekly Saturday Arena Coliseo de Pero 77 matches, which they have been getting better as of late. So I would say it's maybe slightly worth it. Not only that, but next month is the Arena Mexico Aniversario. So I'm pretty sure the Arena Mexico Aniversario should be, I believe it's like the 26th of April. I'm pretty sure. So you will still have your subscription, your Tier 3 membership by the time that show comes around, and I'm pretty sure that show will also be exclusive to the Tier 3 membership. So if you do get it, you'll get 2 of CML's big shows.
Absolutely. And make sure not to get the Tier 2 or the Tier 1. You won't be able to watch if you get those tiers.
Yeah, you won't be able to watch it live. If you get Tier 1, you'll have to wait 9 days, and the same thing goes for Tier 2.
Yeah.
Also, if you're an iPhone user, if you're an iPhone user or you're using like an Apple product, for example, if you're using like an iPad or an iPhone, you cannot subscribe to CML's membership through the YouTube app or through like Safari or whichever browser you're using. You have to use either like a MacBook or just any sort of like computer to sign up if you're an Apple user that has like an iPad or an iPhone.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's more of a it's more of on Apple's end than YouTube's end. So
Yeah, because they get a cut. They try and take a cut
yes,
out of any purchases. That's why they had that big lawsuit with Epic Games because of Fortnite.
Yeah.
They wanted to. That was a huge cut too. Like it was
like 25%. Right?
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. So
it's
that's just like, go ahead.
It's worth noting too. Like it's 35, and even for just a show, like that's not crazy. Like how much is an AEW pay-per-view these days? $50, $60,
something like that.
You're basically you're paying what, like half of an AEW pay-per-view, and you also get the shows for the entire rest of the month.
Yeah,
and you can cancel. You're not
cancel
if
you're worried.
Yeah, you can cancel. And I mean, besides that, you have a pretty good backlog that you can watch if you do get the Tier 3 membership. Maybe we can compile a list and maybe post it in like Twitter or somewhere. Maybe some matches, if you've been wanting to get into CML for a while and this is like your first time watching, because of the AEW guys coming over, we can maybe make a list or compile a list of like some of the best matches that have happened, this year, and also some of the best matches that happened last year that were locked behind the membership.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. So if you want us to do that, just leave a comment or reply, mention us on Twitter asking for that, or send an email at Club Lucha. Email. We need
the Club Lucha at gmail.com. That is the Club Lucha at gmail.com.
Yes.
But good stuff.
Yes.
Yes. We can talk a little bit more about other happenings, I guess, really quick, because we're nearing the end. I would say we have maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I think should be plenty of time to talk about what we have left to talk about.
Yes. Okay. So sort of keeping up. Before we move on to the other promotion, just some quick other CML news. Like we were talking about. By the time we're recording this tomorrow, Rocky Romero and Máscara Dorada are having a title match for the CML World Historic Welterweight Championship, which might affect the way the Universal Championship tournament goes. But we'll see if the title change actually happens. And not only that, but as we were talking about during the Homenaje a los Leyendas segment, CML's Campeonato Universal tournament is coming up fairly soon in April. And you might be asking, oh, what's that? Basically, it's the tournament where all the CML's champions basically fight in a tournament. It's divided in between national champions facing off against each other, world champions facing off against each other, and then world historic champions going up against each other. And basically to determine the ultimate, universal champion of CML. And if you're wondering how the dates are looking for that, the 5th of April will have the national champions facing off, which that includes Star Black as as the national heavyweight champion. My bad. As the light heavyweight national champion, Esfinge or Sandokan Jr. by the time the episode releases, we'll actually know. But after Homenaje a los Leyendas, we'll see if it's Sandokan Jr. or Esfinge still. Then after that, we drop down to the middleweights with Guerrero Maya Jr. Then after the middleweight, we have the national welterweight champion, which is Magia Blanca. Following that, we have the national lightweight champion, which is Futuro. And then we have the trios champions, which are Los Indestructibles, Apocalipsis, Cholo, and Disturbio, and the national tag team champions, which after Homenaje a los Leyendas might either be Los Depredadores, Magnus and Rugido, or Neon and Brillante Jr. And then that's the first qualifier. The second qualifier is the world champions, which, as I was talking about, world heavyweight champion is Gran Guerrero. Light heavyweight champion will either be Bárbaro Cavernario or Averno after Homenaje a los Leyendas. The middleweight champion is Templario. World welterweight champion is Titan. And then the world super lightweight champion is Stigma. And then you might be wondering who are the tag and trios champs. The tag champs are Los Hermanos Chavez, comprised of Ángel de Oro and Niebla Roja. Then the trios world champs are Los Bárbaros, Bárbaro Cavernario, El Terrible, and Dragón Rojo Jr., which is the second qualifier, the 12th of April. And then the final qualifier is between the World Historic Champions, which will be a very interesting triple threat between Atlantis Jr., Místico, and Rocky Romero or Máscara Dorada. We'll see if the title changes. And the final for this tournament will happen on the 26th of April, which is the aniversario of Arena Mexico.
Good stuff. Very good stuff. Literally all the champs. Who's the best?
Yeah, who is the best and who will be crowned CML? Who will be crowned as CML's 2024 Campeón Universal? We'll see soon enough in April. Besides that, on some other slightly, well, I mean, you might see that as positive or negative news. CML saw recently 2 departures. We saw Tiffany appeared on the Crash's latest show, which had AAA stars, and I believe the day after she announced that she was done with CML, but that she was very grateful with all her time there, and that there's no bad feelings between them. And the other one, which didn't end in such a positive note, was Alcon Soriano Jr. leaving. After he sort of went on a little rant on the sort of like a media day where they usually do like some interviews, and he was going on a rant about like sort of like a mini rant, sort of like frustrated about how the younger guys were getting more opportunities than him, and how like he was over here doing working hard for like 10 years, even though it kind of makes sense because he like never relocated to Mexico City, and like a lot of the time he just like he always wanted to make himself look good, and he sort of had a behavior. It's like he wanted to make himself look good, but he wouldn't like sell as well for his opponents, which is a big problem. And if I'm not mistaken, some superstars did say that they didn't enjoy working with Alcon Soriano Jr. a lot. So
I listened to his video put out by Mas Lucha on YouTube. I'm gonna give you the full rundown here. He basically said that he just wasn't getting opportunities. That's it. I mean, if you don't really have to even break it down any more than that. He felt like he was putting in the work, but they weren't featuring him. Yeah, he said he got featured like he would get work like once every month and a half. Talked about he took a show in Costa Rica and they suspended him for 4 months. Yeah, he talked about they told him they were like critical of like what he would wear, the moves he would do. And while I was watching it, I was in a voice chat with Soups, and I made the offhanded comment that maybe they just didn't like it very much.
Yeah, and I mean, it's possible. I
felt so vindicated when I went on Twitter and I saw Rob Viper say almost the exact same thing. Maybe they just didn't like it very much. And I was like, I felt bad saying that at first, but now I'm like, no, this is kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, so
I wish him all good luck.
Yeah,
both him and Tiffany.
He said he's gonna show off the true Alcon Soriano Jr. to the world now, or something along those lines.
Well, a big part of his grievance was he felt like people didn't know him, and people would never know him if he just stayed in CMLL. So he wants to leave and like become a name. Yeah. And then he said, maybe they'll see each other down the road. Will they? Yeah. I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Some people leave CMLL and they make a very big name for themselves somewhere else, right? Others do not. But we don't know how this is. Yeah, we don't know how this is gonna work, which is so funny because I was working on a video about Eddie Guerrero in CMLL, and I was like. Yeah, we saw what happened when he left. He bet on himself, and he went AAA. He teamed with Hijo del Santo, and then he betrayed Hijo del Santo. He teamed with Art Bar, Los Gringos Locos, and his career just took off from there, really.
Yeah, so we wish the best of luck to Alcon Soriano Jr. and his future plans endeavors. Or whatever. Yeah. Future endeavors.
We have a little bit of time left. Last thing we should talk about. We mentioned
actually, before we finish off the CML part, I just want to bring up. Well, this isn't too much about CML, but it doesn't feature a CML wrestler. New Japan is having their Windy City Riot show soon, and it seems that the match for the New Japan Strong Women's Championship might be Stephanie Vaquer defending against Stardom's Azumi. So that's possible. They teased it a little bit on Twitter, so that might be something to look out for whenever the show happens or whenever they announce more matches for it.
Sounds exciting. I don't know much about Azumi, but I'm assuming I've seen her name pop up a lot from people who talk about Joshi and Stardom. So I can only assume it'll be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So let's see how much time we have left and how much we can dedicate to this last segment. I'm going to give it 5 minutes.
Okay,
TripleMania Monterrey has been announced. We're not even, if you're interested in the card, we're not going to talk about the entire thing.
We're not going to talk about it in depth. Yeah.
We're going to tell you what's announced, but I don't think there's any of these matches we're going to talk about in depth.
No.
I don't even know the order of the card. Is this what we sent? Is this in order or is this just...
I'm not sure if this is the order. I don't think it is, but we can just say the card. I think we can just say the matches.
Fine. Yeah, I don't think anybody cares.
You're right.
So we're looking at here TripleMania in Monterrey, the first of 3. I'm assuming we'll probably get Tijuana and Mexico City again.
Yeah.
As usual, but first match we have here, Fabi Apache, Estrellita, Sexy Star, and Reina Dorada against Dalis, Flammer, La Hiedra, and Maravilla. Then we have
Luchador Sorpresa 2, and Negro Casas versus Dr. Wagner Jr. returning to AAA. And he's teaming up with Luchador Sorpresa 1 and Luchador Sorpresa 2. We don't know who the surprise wrestlers will be, but it's being rumored that they will be relatives of both guys. So 2 of the Casas family and 2 of the Wagner family.
A lot to choose from on I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know how many there are to choose from on the Casas side. We're gonna get
that Rocky Casas comeback,
the return. It's gonna be like when CM Punk came back.
Each time.
He's gonna come out and
make headlines.
He's gonna come back to Cult of Personality.
Yeah. He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money.
Exactly.
We have the Copa Bardal. Yeah.
Yep.
El Elegido, Pimpinela, Escarlata, Antifaz, Supercalo, Aerostar, Chessman, Luchador Sorpresa, El Niño Hamburguesa, Mr. Iguana, Charlie Manson, Abismo Negro, Heavy Metal, and another Luchador Sorpresa. So 2 guys, mystery. That's a match.
Yeah.
I have no hopes for Copa Bardal.
Yeah, I guess.
We have another AEW crossover here. Psycho Cloud, Octagon Jr., and Laredo Kid facing off against QT Marshall, AEW legend Parker Bordeaux, and Sam Adonis.
Man, there is 1.5 good workers out of 6.
Well, wait. Octagon Jr. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. are probably the best 2 in this match, I think.
Yeah, then it'd probably go Psycho Cloud, QT Marshall, Sam Adonis, and then Parker Bordeaux.
We talked about this earlier. I just want to mention this again. The talent in this match is not even the worst of my worries. I just think this is going to be not a very well structured, or not even like overbooked.
It's going to be filled with AAA shenanigans.
Yeah, if we do a predictions for this, it should be just will there be a finish or
yeah.
How many
cookie
sheets do they go through?
How many cookie sheets, how many tables, Do we get an ambulance spot?
Every single match on this card, there will be shenanigans. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, it's bound. Yeah, it's bound to happen.
We have the Vampiro retirement match next. Pagano, Mesias.
Is this
Mesias?
Monterrey or just his over? Wait,
No,
is this his overall retirement match? Or is
I think
this,
it's just the Monterrey one.
Okay.
For this year.
Yeah.
For this year.
See you next year, Vampiro. Against Cibernetico, Dark Oz, and Dark Cuervo. Mesias! Yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
More shenanigans to come in this match for sure.
Cookie sheets. Yeah.
And then, my God, twice in a lifetime. Twice in a lifetime. This is probably like
it's like 16th time in a lifetime.
That might even be a little conservative.
your main event. Alberto El Patron against Nick Nemeth for the AAA Mega Campeonato, the top championship in AAA. I don't even have anything to say about this one. Have fun, I guess.
Man. Like, let's remember back to better times when I was looking up and down the H2L card, and I just had I just loved life back then. And I'm looking up and down this card, and the light behind my eyes has gone out. It's and Conan, if you're listening, we know you're better than this. You can do better than this. We believe in you. We'll be positive. You just, come on, buddy.
We're not even gonna be haters. We're just indifferent. We're just indifferent. Like, we're not even that big of haters on this.
That's worse than being haters, because we
just want them to be better.
Yeah.
We just want them to do better, please.
So much talent, but it's whatever.
And Conan, if you're listening, get Hellboy out of IWRG. Get him out of there.
Oh my goodness. But the opposite of chills. This is chills from I was gonna say from Homenaje dos Leyendas, the chills you got from there was like from awe, amazement, excitement, wonder. The chills that I get from this are like fear.
Yeah, like someone walking over your grave. Yeah.
Self-loathing.
It's comparing Homenaje dos Leyendas card to this, like the talking baby versus hydrogen bomb. That's what it feels like.
Oh my god, man! It's so uninspiring. Like, we got Parker Boudreaux on here, man. Like, God, like,
there's nobody else.
I don't want to shit on anybody for getting like work. Like, Parker, get your money, man. But like, Conan, come on, god damn.
It just feels so random.
Yeah, not only that, but like booking. Okay, in 2024, booking Alberto El Patron in your main event for one of your 3 biggest shows of the year, and you're probably gonna put the title on him. Someone who has had a bunch of who has had allegations against him, and you're thinking, yes, let me put my top title on him.
I'm sure that's gonna do wonders for any cross-promotional relationships.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm
sure TNA is gonna be saying, we want Alberto El Patron back. I'm sure they're gonna be saying that.
Yeah, looking at the poster too. What's up with the mountain range on the left that just cuts into the Alberto El Patron render? Right
that looks like a WWE render as well.
That should have been been pushed back. Like, they should have sent that layer. They should have sent that image to the back behind Alberto El Patron at least.
That might be the least of their worries right now.
But
also, I gotta say, from a design standpoint, we got to get past the Outrun design, like the retro future funk. We're past it. It's 2024.
The thing is,
I get it's retro.
I feel like there's a better retro aesthetic in this too.
Yeah.
This was never like in vogue. You know what I mean? Like, they were never designing things like this back in the 90s or whatever.
I'm sure it's gonna sell well. I'm sure there will be plenty of people like at the show, but I guess as an international fan, I don't really. Yeah, it's whatever.
We'll watch it. Probably, laugh.
Yeah, we'll do our due diligence.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna.
We'll probably cover it.
Yeah, we'll cover. We won't just trash on it. I mean, that'd be unfair to the workers, and that's not.
Yeah.
Again, when we talk about this. We've said it before. I'm going to say it again. This is the last thing I'll say about this. We're never hating on the individual workers here. Bar a few, actually.
Yeah, a few deserve it,
but a lot of the guys and gals in AAA are legitimately good workers. It's just the structure of some of the matches, the booking decisions, run-in shenanigans takes a lot away from their talent and what they can do and show off to people. So, but I don't want to talk anymore about it.
And of course, as always, this isn't like, you know, us trying to like dunk on it or, you know, being super bashful on it, but it's more of like we want to see them do better and we want to see them improve. Competition is better competition in wrestling will always be better.
Yeah, because the alternative that AAA offers is so different than what you see on CMLL. So it's a perfect like coexistence when they're both firing on all cylinders, because they're not similar really. Like it'd
be awesome if we could watch two really good shows, you know, one with like more extreme, like, you know, tables, ladders, like chairs kind of stuff.
ECW like style.
It's whatever though. All right, we really have to wrap this up because we're about to hit the time limit. So, to end on a positive note, Homenaje dos Leyendas is going to be awesome. CMLL has a lot coming up, really in the next few months, and beyond that, super exciting time. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it so much.
Keep watching Lucha.
Keep watching Lucha, yes. And if you have anything you want to send to us, theclublucha@gmail.com. That is theclublucha@gmail.com. Until next time. Until next time, we'll catch you later.
Later.
Peace.